Hi, everybody. I wanted to just jump on the screen so that you could see it was me. And because I never really do, and I have to get more used to it, to be honest. So I wanted to throw a few things up here because people have been asking me the questions. And I think the best way to do it is to demonstrate it. Now, I will tell you that doing it on a phone is different than doing it on a laptop. And I assume doing it on a Mac or might be different than, or an iPad might be different than doing it on a regular Windows kind of laptop. So it's whatever works best for you. It's whatever you have, and you'll have to figure out the nuances on whatever device that you use. But there are a few things that seem to be the same all the time. So I am going to pop myself off of this because you don't need to watch me. And then I want to go through the YouTube channel, the website with the calendar, and then I just want to go through a couple of the programs that I'm going through and changing as I go through all these other changes. So let me pop myself off here. That should do it. Okay, so this is the YouTube channel. So if you're looking for it without a link to a particular video, it's under Denise's Creative Cave, and you will see that there is a picture of Robbie on top of the furniture in my office looking out at his bird friends as he loved to do. So I don't anticipate that picture changing. So if you find Robbie and you see this is the channel. So you can, it's a regular YouTube channel. Click on videos and whatnot. Now, the other thing about this channel is if you're looking for particular techniques, prior to me putting them on my channel, which is probably a year ago, maybe last June 2023, July, August, because that's when things started changing over at the store. And we knew that there wouldn't be too many classes left at the store. We did finish out 2023 at the store, but I'm not sure how many I put here versus the LI Craft Stop channel. So if you're looking for videos on the techniques that we had done, the earlier kind of cars, if you bought kits from Bridget at a Crop and you're looking for the videos that go with them, they're going to be on the other channel. That's the LI Craft Stop channel. So let's see if I can pull that up here. Right there. Okay, so that's the LI Craft Stop channel. So you can go to that again, videos most likely. And it's got cards that we did. It always has Anna or Robbie in the older days lurking around. But it also has some techniques to show you, like the magicals. If you've never dealt with Lindy's magicals, this is in the earlier days of me using them. So it's just the average person taking them out. It's not a professional showing you how to do what, and theirs looks amazing. That's not it at all. So it's got other things as you go down through, and you'll see there's a bunch because this is where everything was. So the smooshing, if you needed a refresher on how we did that in that class, or the ink blending there, just very basic things. So that is where you can find some of the earlier techniques that are not on my channel, but you know that you did here. That's because I was doing the classes for Bridget and Christina at LI Craft Stop. So that's where I posted all the videos. So you've got my channel moving forward, the Denise's Creative Cave. I kept the name all the same throughout. So it was easier. And then you've got the Craft Stop channel. So then you've got the new Facebook page, which isn't so new anymore. It's a couple months old. I was able to go live. So I have started by turning off commenting on the other page that's under, because as you notice, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you know that this is not my picture. It's one of, I believe, Simba. Might be Robbie. I don't really remember. But this is under that page. So it's different. It's a different account. It is not the same page. So when you see like the alcohol ink, that's the right page. That's the new page that we're on. So be sure to do that if you haven't already. That would be great, because then we can still go live and do everything there. And again, your page won't look like this because it's my page. But here, Anna, right? Anna, stop it. Life with a cat, ruining furniture. Anna. because she doesn't have 400 other things to scratch. All right, so you've got all of these things now. Some I did put up as events, but again, that's just so that word gets out. The only way for you to actually RSVP for something is to do it on the website and to pay. So this is the website. Now I have logged myself out of it again, just like I did the other day, so that you can see it. So you go to this, the thingy here, DeniseRamo.StampinUp.net. You'll see me again with that same picture. Thank you to Lorraine for taking the picture at the reunion. And I'm sorry to my friends, I cut out of the picture. I just needed a picture, and I don't take them. So now you're going to go to events. And then you're going to click to whatever the calendar is. And as I said, anything in green is me. Anything in orange is Stampin' Up. Feel free to look at those. Those are usually some kind of events or specials that are going on. So things you'll want to see. Now, if you're on a phone, odds are good that this calendar comes up and then below, not next to it like the events here, but the events are below and you'll have to scroll down through the events. But it works the same way with the rest of it. You click on the one that you're looking for, and a pop-up box on your phone will come up, as well as here. It'll change screens. It'll give you the information you need, the RSVP, whatnot. You can click going, or maybe I'm going or I can't go. If it's a free event, obviously it doesn't involve payment. But if it is not a free event, then that payment has to be received by the same deadline as the RSVPs, because I'm going to cut them off. That's just going to have to be it. I'm juggling a few things as we go through. Yes, Anna. I'm juggling a few things as we go through, and lots of different events. So that's going to be how I maintain who's coming to what, as well as she's got her tuna, as well as how many people are coming, how many seats I need, and that it doesn't go over the amount of seats. So if you say that you're going, please be sure that you pay so that you don't hold up a seat for somebody else that wants to come now can't come because if it's filled, but you haven't paid, and so somebody lost a seat over it. So that's how we're working the calendar. I know my session expired. And again, you can go through. I put up September. I started to put up for October. And then I will continue to go from there once I get myself a little bit more settled. Alrighty, so there is that. Now, I wanted to go through some of the other things with you. And the one thing I wanted to do with you is different. It's this girls' night out thing, the girls' craft night. So it doesn't have to be girls, first of all. In my experience, that's who I know in my circle. I know lots of guys who craft, just not that live here in my immediate circle. So I put Girls Night Out Plus. That's the way the image came right off the internet. So that's what we're going with. Think of this as an event that you do at your house, like the old Tupperware parties, or even a Stampin' Up party, where you go and you did things, but then it was always about selling. They demoed something, you colored something, you got to see some of the product. Same with like a Pampered Chef party, right? And then the purpose is for you to buy stuff, but that is not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to get your friends together and do something different or do something fun and relaxing. I don't bring catalogs to the event. If you're interested in something, I have a website. Go ahead and look it up on your own time. I'm not telling people to buy things. You don't have to have any experience for this. It's like the Friday Card Club. You don't have to bring anything with you. If you have people, now it's at your house, so you don't have to have anybody bring anything. I will go to you and I will bring whatever you need for the classes. There are some groupings of cards that you get to choose from. It's not like a la carte. It's group A or group B or group C. You can customize the sentiments on them. If you don't need birthday cards but you need thank you cards, that's an easy switch. Vice versa, something along those lines. But the cards are the cards in that group. And again, it's super easy. You don't need to do anything. You get your friends together, you get some refreshments, you have a nice time. It can be during the week, it can be on a weekend. Yes, Anna. It can be a weekend day. It can be a weekend night. It can be, again, a weeknight. You don't work, you want your friends together? Okay, it can be a weekday. Your schedule and my schedule we'll see what works. So this is in your home. You can do it as a special class in my home, but that's a different pricing. Anna is voicing her, I guess, opinion. Yes, Anna. Um, So that's it. You just need to make sure that you have enough table space and enough chairs for the amount of people you're inviting. You don't need lots of space. I mean, people can sit next to each other and get this done. They don't need a whole table. If you've been to my house, I put like 2 people at a 6 foot table, but that's because of the poles. You can put 3 people at a 6 foot table. They still have plenty of space to do a cards. They're not scrapbooking, they're making cards. And you're sharing things, so everybody's passing them around kind of round robin. So that kind of makes that easier as well. Gather up 4 or more of your friends, and you're good. It's usually about 2 to 2.5 hours. It's $20 a person, and it's a minimum of 4 people for me to come to the class. Now, if you only have 3 people, that's okay, but it's still the $80. So you'd have to split it amongst yourselves. If you have 5 or more people, then the host is free. Once you hit 5 people, the host is free and doesn't have to pay. It's that $80 minimum. And I'm just using that number because it is $20 a person by the time you're done with supplies and me carrying the stuff and going there and everything else, as opposed to the $15 that it is to come to Friday Card Club, which is similar to this, but this is a little more personalized. It has to be paid in advance. It has to be paid by when we agree upon the date. You have about 3, 4 days, as long as the date isn't right away. You have about 3, 4 days to gather your friends up, get that stuff, and then within 7 days, full payment is required. And without the full payment, then we won't be holding the date. So just keep that in mind. You also can't add people later because I'll only have a certain amount of supplies cut. But if you like to get your friends together and you want to do something different, you're sitting around, you're having some snacks, you're drinking some wine, and it would be good to do something. This is a great thing to try. It's easy, it's fun. You get cards to give to your friends, your loved ones out of it. That everybody's always impressed when you give them a handmade card. So that's what this is focused on. This is focused on me leaving the house and going to you, as opposed to you coming to me, though that can be arranged. So again, I don't sell at these events. I don't bring catalogs to the events. It's not what I'm here to do. I don't like to sell, and that's not what I'm here to do. So that is the girls' craft night, girls' night out, guys, of course, included. If you have any questions, let me know. Now, this is on my calendar at every first of the month because you can do it any day that again works for both of us. So you'll see in September, it's listed as September 1st, right? September 1st. October, it's listed as October 1st. That way it's on the calendar that it's there. But again, because it's something that is specific to you and a party arranged by you, it's not something everybody is going to. So I hope that part is helpful. I'm going to do another one with the updates in the classes, but I hope that this is helpful for you. And if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to let me know, post a comment. Text me if you know me well enough. You can send a message. I do seem to get alerts like in Messenger when somebody messages, but I can't swear that always happens. So your best bet is to comment on a post. Have a great day, everyone. I hope to see you at a class soon. I'm really excited for all these events.